Hey everyone, how are you today? Something exciting and an important topic that I want to talk to you about, and it only takes a few minutes. And this is about using the right preposition when describing graphs. That's right. So we've got two grammar structures. So we got the verb plus preposition and then the noun plus preposition that you can use in your IELTS writing task 1. Now, the most important question is, why do we need to learn this? Well, the answer is simple. Showing examples of various grammar structures will help you get a better IELTS score. Now, IELTS students, and this is what usually happens, is they repeat the same grammar structure over and over again, and this doesn't actually show how good your grammar is. And that's the reason why we're learning this. You might know about this already, but this is sort of a focus on these two grammar structures. Let's look at these two sentences now. There was an increase in the price of gold last year. And so you can see that this is the noun form of increase, and the price of gold increased last year is the verb form. So when you get a graph, you are expected to use expected to describe the data. And how do you do that? Now you can do that using the verb plus preposition or the noun plus preposition. So we'll look at a few examples here, and then I can tell you about some formulas towards the end about how to use them and to use them correctly, obviously. The first one is sales increased by 35% in Beijing. Now the verb here is increased, and after that we usually put the preposition by, and that's what I've said here. You can always put verb plus by. If you look at the noun form of the same sentence without changing the meaning, you can see there was a 35% increase in sales in Beijing. Now that's your two sort of structures. So there was, now here this is actually a small change. There was some people might say there was an increase, but because there's a number here, you have to say there was a 35% increase in sales in Beijing. Number 2, the number of Netflix users decreased to 3 million in May 2010 before rising, so that means going up, to 5 million in June. Whenever you're going towards something, it's always to. If you look at the noun form of it, the number of Netflix users saw a decrease from 3 million in May 2010, but in June of the same year, there was a rise to 5 million viewers. Number 3, in 2019, the price of cow's milk fell by, let's do buys here. Let's get this one away. By $2. The same thing in the noun form would be there was a fall of almost $2 in the price of cow's milk. Also, if you generally see, the noun form is slightly longer than the verb form. So in your IELTS essay, make sure that you mix both the verb form and the noun form whenever you can. And try not to say just the verb form alone, because the verb form is easier. That's what we've always started to learn with, and hence students use the same grammar structure over and over again. So make sure you mix them up whenever you can, obviously. And the final one is the amount of electricity consumed rose from 12 kilowatt hours to 15 kilowatt hours. And this is the verb form. You can see that is consumed. Rose is the verb here. Rose from. See, you can see the formula, which is verb plus from. The same thing in the noun form is there was a rise in the amount of electricity consumed from 12 kilowatt hours to 15 kilowatt hours. So same formula for the noun and verb when you describe 2 points of data. Verb plus from a specific number or a point in your graph to another specific number or point in the graph. And this is the this last one example here is the most commonly used grammar structure. And then students can also mix any of these other 3 forms. Check out my other video where I do talk a lot about the actual verbs and adjectives and adverbs that you can use. I'll link the video in the description box below. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.